Hello, welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm making a shortcut coconut cream pie. Now I'm calling it shortcut because I am simplifying my favorite scratch recipe, and that's out of this Luby's cookbook. This coconut cream pie is absolutely delicious, but I found a few shortcuts that just make it a little easier when you're in a time crunch like I am most of the time. Now I'm starting with 2 cups of whole milk, and that's going right into my saucepan. I don't know if you can tell or not by my voice, but Jimmy and I both have been under the weather just a little bit. And I asked him this morning, what sounds good to you? And he said a coconut cream pie. Oh, sounds good to me too. Now I'm putting this in my saucepan, as you saw, and I'm gonna put this on basically a medium heat. Now to make this pie extra creamy, I'm adding a cup of heavy cream. This heavy cream is going to help this pie on so many levels. And now I'll show you my shortcut if you didn't see it already. This is the coconut cook and serve pudding. And I've got 2 boxes here simply because I did not have the large box in my pantry. And those are going right into my milk and my cream. I'm gonna whisk this together. I'm gonna keep stirring this, and I'm going to bring this to a low boil. I just want this pudding to thicken up. But believe me when I say we are not finished yet. While this is thickening up, I want to tell you about my pie crust. Now you can serve this with any type pie crust that you like, whether it's just the traditional cooked pie crust, or if you're looking for something that is off the charts with this coconut cream pie, let me tell you about this. This is my vanilla wafer pie crust. It's super easy to make and it is absolutely delicious. Let me show you how I did this. I'm starting with a stick of melted butter, and I melted it in the microwave right in my pie dish. Next, I'm adding some crushed vanilla wafers. And next, I'm adding a 1/2 cup of dark brown sugar. And I'm just gonna mix this together and press it into my pie dish. I've got my oven preheated to 350 degrees, and this is gonna cook for about 10 to 12 minutes until it's nicely golden brown and set. If you have a few extra minutes and you can go to just that little bit of extra trouble that this pie crust might be, it is so worth it. Now this is thickening up nicely, and I am stirring constantly. First of all, I don't want it to scorch, and second of all, I don't want it to explode. You have to be really careful with this, and as you can see, it's thickened up beautifully. I'm going to take this off the heat, and next I'll show you how we're going to take this to the next level. It smells like coconut heaven in here. I love the way coconut smells. Now, this is something that's in the Luby's cookbook that I love. These are miniature marshmallows, and you won't believe how good these marshmallows are in this pudding. Now, those need to melt completely. Now let's talk about this coconut. This is sweetened coconut that you buy off of the shelf, but I did toast it. You don't have to go to the trouble to do that, but I will say it is better. Toasting it brings out that coconut flavor more than anything else. And I did this in the microwave. This is a little over 1/2 cup. 1/2 cup is going into the pie, and then I have a little bit more for my topping. And the majority of this is going in, and I'm going to save back that for the top. Now I am stirring this all in, and look how those marshmallows are melting. Not only is this going to give this pie great flavor, but it also thickens it, and it's just got a great texture to it. And last, I have a little bit of vanilla extract. I'm going to add about a teaspoon, maybe a little more, and this is just going to help give this pie filling even more flavor and help it taste homemade. Listen, at the end of the day, nothing is better than scratch, but I tell you what, this comes mighty close, and I didn't have to drag out half of the kitchen to make it, which I love. Now this is going right in to my pie crust. Now this needs to chill until it sets up completely. And since my pie crust is still warm and my filling is warm, this is going to take anywhere from, let's say, 2 to 4 hours. Really, it's best if you can make this a day ahead of time and serve it the following day, but that is never the case at our house. If I make something, it has to be served that day. Otherwise, it drives my husband crazy. But before I put this in the fridge, I just want to give this a taste. Oh my goodness. This is so good. It's rich. It's full of that coconut flavor. And the longer this coconut sits, the better it gets. That toasted coconut that we added is going to continue to release its flavors, and it is going to do its job. Well, off to the fridge this goes, and I'll see you back here in a bit. My pie is finished chilling and it looks delicious, I have to say. Now, I told you this is a shortcut recipe, and one of my shortcuts is using a whipped topping versus making the egg meringue. Now, if you want to make the meringue, oh my goodness, by all means, make it. And I have a great recipe that I'll post in the description. To me, it's the best meringue ever. But you know what? It is hot summertime here in Southeast Alabama. And so this Coolwhip sounds really refreshing. And it's going right on top. Just gonna push this to the sides. Just wanna make some nice, pretty swirls. And now, some of this toasted coconut. The finishing touch. Now for the taste. As my dad always says, the proof's in the pudding, kid. Well, in this case, the proof is in the pie. This looks so good. Now, let's give it a taste. Y'all, this is absolutely delicious. One bite is definitely not enough. The filling is full of coconut flavor, and it's creamy and decadent. And then the vanilla wafer crust is, y'all, it's over the top. And to me, the Coolwhip is the perfect finishing touch, especially during these 100-degree days that we've got going right now. You're a blessing to me. Thanks so much for watching. Will you like this video and share it with your friends? And if you haven't already, go to Kathy's Southern Kitchen on Facebook and YouTube and follow my page. Well, I'm ready for this second bite. And I've got somebody else over there that's ready for his. I'll see you next time.